Welcome back to the Unrevealed Realities, where we uncover the hidden lives quietly shaping the world around us, and in secret chapters, we reveal the courage, kindness, and sacrifices often invisible to the ordinary eye. Today, we follow a man whose story is almost invisible, yet whose hands quietly transform not just appearances but the very confidence and dignity of those he touches. This is the story of the street barber who gives free haircuts to the homeless. It is 6:30 a.m. The city is stirring. Street vendors begin their calls, the faint smell of fried bread mixes with exhaust from the morning traffic, and pigeons scatter at the first steps of passers-by. Yet, amid the hum of the awakening city, a small footpath under a sprawling neem tree is quiet, almost forgotten. A single barber's chair stands there, worn from years of use, its leather cracked but still resilient. A simple sign resting against it reads, "Free haircuts for those who need them." By 7 a.m., the first figures appear. A man shuffles forward, his coat patched, shoes caked with dust, his face weary but eyes alert, carrying the invisible weight of months, maybe years, of struggle. The barber, already there, arranges his tools: scissors, combs, razors, clippers, all worn, but polished with care. He works silently, almost reverently, as if preparing for a ritual more important than the day itself. By 7:30 a.m., a small line has formed. A young woman hesitates, clutching a resume she has rewritten 3 times that week, her hair tangled and dry, her hands trembling. The barber smiles softly, gestures for her to sit, and the conversation begins, not through words, but through attention, through presence, a careful listening that allows the person sitting before him to feel seen for the first time that week. The scissors meet hair. The strokes are gentle but precise. Slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, her posture begins to shift. Her shoulders relax, her chin lifts. The reflection in the makeshift mirror begins to mirror something more than appearance, it reflects hope. By 8 a.m., the camera follows a man who had lost his job months ago, recently homeless, wandering the streets with his confidence worn thin. He sits in the chair, reluctant, ashamed, muttering apologies for the state he is in. The barber doesn't speak. There is no need. The scissors cut through years of neglect, trimming not just hair but the weight of invisible failures. The barber works with deliberate care, shaping the beard, taming the unruly hair. Around them, the morning unfolds. A passerby hands out a cup of tea, another quietly offers a water bottle. It is a silent, improvised symphony of human kindness. By 8:45 a.m., the story begins to unfold visually. The camera captures the transformations, the subtle miracle of grooming. Faces that seemed invisible to the city now sit upright. Eyes regain their sparkle. There is a man, middle-aged, who had been wandering without purpose, his hands shaking from anxiety and cold, now leaving with a sharp suit borrowed from a local donation center and a haircut that makes him almost unrecognizable. People stop to look. Phones come out. Videos are recorded, slowly making their way online. The quiet footpath becomes a stage for a story of redemption and dignity. By 9:30 a.m., the line grows. Each new person carries a story heavier than their shoulders can hold alone. A teenager, recently evicted, whispers about a job interview at a small cafe. He has not had a haircut in months, and his anxiety is palpable. The barber cuts, and with each clip of the scissors, a silent conversation occurs between them. Fear, hope, frustration, ambition, all communicated through careful hands and quiet attention. When the teenager stands and looks into the mirror, a smile appears, tentative but real, and the reflection shows not just hair trimmed but self-respect restored. By 10 a.m., the small footpath is alive with human stories. A man in his 50s recounts how he has been living on benches near train stations for the past year. He has interviews lined up but no way to present himself professionally. The barber works methodically, trimming his hair, shaving, giving him a clean, approachable look. The transformation is dramatic. The man touches his own face, almost in disbelief, murmuring words of gratitude that feel too small for the magnitude of what he has received. Around them, the camera catches reactions from neighbors and passers-by, some stopping to watch, others secretly filming, all touched by the silent generosity playing out before them. By 11 a.m., word has begun to spread. Social media clips emerge. Before and after shots, reactions of gratitude, the barber's quiet hands at work. Comments pour in, some skeptical, some inspired, all fascinated. Strangers write about their own struggles, about their wish to help, about the invisible layers of society that such acts illuminate. And yet, the barber continues as if oblivious to the attention, his focus entirely on the next person in line, the next story waiting to be rewritten through a haircut. By 11:30 a.m., a young mother arrives with her teenage son. Both are unemployed, living in temporary shelters. The boy's hair is long and unkempt. He fidgets nervously. The barber works quickly but gently, cutting, shaping, combing. As the mother watches, she whispers softly, tears in her eyes, about how simple dignity, something many take for granted, can feel like a revolution. The boy stands afterward, looking into the mirror with newfound confidence. His shoulders rise, his gaze steadies. For a moment, the world seems wider, more promising. 12 p.m. The footpath has become a sanctuary. Conversations flow freely between waiting clients. People share stories of struggle, lost jobs, illness, estranged families. And yet, here, on this small strip of concrete, they are seen. They are heard. Each haircut is not just grooming but a quiet rebellion against the invisibility society often imposes on its most vulnerable. And all the while, the barber remains almost invisible himself, a silent orchestrator of transformation. By 1 p.m., the pace intensifies. The barber has seen dozens of people by now. Sweat beads on his forehead, hands steady, scissors moving rhythmically. Yet he never slows. He knows each person carries more than hair. They carry hope, fear, dreams, shame, and ambition. And through his craft, he restores not just appearances but the possibility of opportunity. A local businessman arrives with a donation of suits, shoes, and ties. Suddenly, the morning becomes a full ecosystem of care. Haircuts, grooming, clothing, and small gestures of encouragement intertwine, amplifying the impact. By 2 p.m., the final clients leave. The transformation is tangible, not just in appearances but in posture, gaze, and spirit. The camera captures the before and after faces, their stories told silently through hair, style, and the intangible lift of dignity. The barber packs his tools slowly, deliberately, as if closing a chapter for now, knowing tomorrow or the next Sunday, the ritual will begin again. The online videos have gone viral. Comments range from disbelief to admiration. Some strangers offer jobs, mentorship, donations, or connections. The quiet act of one man giving time, skill, and attention has rippled into a network of human kindness that no one anticipated. And yet, the barber walks away, unassuming, unnoticed by the city around him, carrying only his tools, his purpose, and the invisible weight of the lives he has touched. The following Sunday, the footpath awakens before the city. The barber arrives earlier than usual, carrying his worn kit and a quiet determination. The viral videos from the previous week have reached corners of the city he never imagined. Yet he does not check his phone, nor does he seek praise. His focus is on the next person waiting silently for a chance to reclaim dignity. By 6:30 a.m., the first person arrives. A man in his 40s, gaunt, shoulders hunched, has been homeless for nearly 2 years. He has an interview for a security guard position. His clothes are mismatched, his shoes worn through, and his hair untamed. He sits in the chair nervously, avoiding eye contact. The barber works with deliberate precision, combing, trimming, shaving. Every snip of the scissors feels purposeful, almost ceremonial. The man's posture begins to shift, the tension eases from his shoulders. The mirror reflects more than a haircut, it reflects renewed confidence. By 7:30 a.m., word has spread through local shelters. A line begins to form, stretching along the narrow footpath. Some people have come for the first time, others return, bringing friends, neighbors, even family members. Among them is a young woman, just 18, who fled an abusive home. She whispers about an upcoming interview at a cafe and how she fears rejection. Her hair is tangled, her nails chipped, her expression guarded. The barber kneels slightly, making eye contact, listening without interruption. Each movement of his scissors becomes a gesture of respect, a declaration that she is seen, worthy, and capable. By 8 a.m., the transformations are in full swing. Cameras capture faces as they appear before and after the chair, once weary, timid, or resigned, now lifted, alert, and radiant with subtle confidence. A man in his 50s, who had spent months sleeping on park benches, leaves the chair transformed. His tie, borrowed from a local donation center, hangs perfectly, his shoes polished by volunteers, his hair neatly cut. He pauses in the mirror, touches his face, and for the first time in months, smiles without hesitation. Meanwhile, the barber moves with a rhythmic precision. His hands are steady, his focus unbroken. A teenager, barely 16, shyly approaches. He has been living in a shelter, unsure if anyone would hire him, uncertain about his appearance. The barber speaks only a few words, yet those words carry reassurance. He trims, shapes, and styles, all the while offering subtle encouragement. By the time the chair is empty, the boy stands taller, shoulders squared, ready to face a world that had often ignored him. By 10 a.m., the small footpath has become a microcosm of humanity. Stories are shared softly, woven between snips of scissors and the hum of clippers. A man recounts losing his job due to illness, a woman shares the struggle of raising children alone in shelters, a young man whispers about dreams of becoming a chef, now cautiously hopeful after a morning of care. The barber listens, acknowledges, and through each haircut, restores not just appearances but the courage to hope. By 11 a.m., the ripple effect grows. Volunteers arrive with breakfast, water, and small packages of essentials. Local business owners donate clothes, shoes, and ties. Neighbors stop by, curious, some filming, others lending a helping hand. Social media continues to amplify the story. Clips from the previous Sunday inspire donations, job offers, and messages of encouragement. Yet, through it all, the barber remains humble, focused on the individual in the chair, never seeking recognition, his purpose measured not in likes or views but in the quiet dignity restored to each client. By 12 p.m., an unexpected challenge arises. A man arrives visibly agitated, frustrated by months of unemployment and rejection. His hair is matted, his beard unkempt, and anger flickers in his eyes. The barber approaches carefully, without judgment, offering a seat. As the scissors glide through his hair, the man begins to relax. Conversation starts tentatively, the barber listening as the man vents his frustrations, fears, and doubts. By the time the haircut is complete, the man's expression softens, tension melting into gratitude. Even in anger, the barber finds a way to restore humanity, one gentle cut at a time. By 1 p.m., the line thins but the impact resonates. The camera captures candid moments, the subtle joy of someone seeing themselves for the first time in weeks, the quiet pride of standing tall, the human connection formed through an act as simple and profound as grooming. A young volunteer remarks how she never imagined a haircut could change someone's day, someone's week, or even someone's life. And yet, here it is, happening repeatedly, quietly, every Sunday. By 2 p.m., the final person leaves. The barber packs his tools, careful and deliberate, placing each item back into his worn kit. The footpath returns to its ordinary state, now silent, almost reverent after hours of transformation. The stories linger, echoing not just in the hearts of those he helped but across the city through the viral videos shared online. People are inspired, strangers reaching out with messages, donations, job offers, and encouragement. The barber's simple act has become a catalyst for a broader wave of kindness, proving that even the smallest gestures can ripple outward with unimaginable impact. By 3 p.m., the day concludes, yet the story continues. The barber walks home slowly, the city oblivious to the quiet revolution that just occurred under a neem tree on a forgotten footpath. He reflects briefly, thinking of the next Sunday, the next person in need, the next story waiting to be rewritten. There is no rest for the ripple, no pause in the quiet movement of hope he has set into motion. By 5 p.m., online responses pour in. Job offers have been made, shelters have offered temporary placements, volunteers are inspired to start their own initiatives, and strangers from across the city are drawn to the story of one man quietly challenging despair with scissors and combs. News outlets pick up the story, community leaders take notice, and still, the barber remains unseen, a humble witness to the change he instigates. Evening falls. The sun dips below the horizon, painting the city in hues of orange and gold. The footpath is empty, but the energy lingers. For every person who left the chair transformed, for every story reshaped, a small victory has been achieved. And while the city moves on, unaware of the silent heroism, the impact continues, quietly threading through lives in ways that cannot be measured. The barber arrives home, tired but fulfilled. He reflects on the day, not with pride but with calm purpose. He knows that each haircut was more than a trim, it was a chance given, confidence restored, dignity reclaimed. Each person he touched walks into the world renewed, ready to face challenges that might otherwise have seemed insurmountable. And the ripple of this quiet generosity spreads further than anyone can see. And so, the ritual will continue. Each Sunday, the chair will be set, the scissors sharpened, the combs readied. Lives will be transformed, one haircut at a time. The city may never know his name, but the faces of those he touches carry his work in their posture, their gaze, their renewed hope. And somewhere in the background, the viral videos will continue to inspire, reminding the world that human kindness, even in its simplest form, can ripple outward to create profound change. Thank you for watching The Unrevealed Realities. If this story inspired you, share it, subscribe, and remember, sometimes the smallest acts can leave the deepest marks. And in secret chapters, the unseen heroes quietly shape the world, one unnoticed moment at a time.